Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Today we've got ThatEpicTexan back again with Team Cecilia, Hotaka, Georgia, Tayon, Brisbane, Viasma, and Fletcher. Now, we have an actual interesting... Oh, wait. Does he not have us... Can we not see builds or anything? Yes, and to clarify that, he did get this ship in a drop. In the Wings of Freedom container. So that in itself is a rare, thing. So it doesn't look like we can use our Aslan's mod to really see other people's build. I was kind of looking to really see if I could see other people's build, which is unfortunate.
More wind in your jib. Bird, ready for orders. I am in your debt. Thank you.
But as everyone knows, Georgia is a very good ship. But I also have to say, ThatEpicTexan got this out of one of the containers. It's a very rare ship, considering that these containers and really super containers and whaling containers are really the only way to get it. So unless you're able to get it via coal like I did, it's unfortunate. But I will be honest. If you didn't get the Georgia, just get the Ohio. The Ohio is the next best ship in the game, and it's honestly just a better Georgia. It has literally all the strengths of the Georgia, except the speed boost. Literally, you take off the speed boost, and that's it. And I believe Georgia does get a French speed boost also. So it does have that ability. But most people would do secondary builds, and I would say yes to secondary builds in more competitive modes, because when you look at the secondaries on it, and it's only 5 secondaries. That's not a huge amount of secondary power, especially for tier 9. Tier 9, that's not the best secondary. And remember, they're only 125s. They're only like destroyer guns. And they don't get the German high penetration. Now, he should be shooting armor piercing because since they are 457s, they will pretty much overmatch that entire Cleveland everywhere. Unfortunately, we aren't able to see what documents it looks like he took. There's the armor piercing. Let's see, does he get it? That dispersion looks really good. That was a pretty good salvo there. That was about 10k. That's actually a pretty good salvo for Georgia. That was 4 out of 6 shells. So that's actually a really good salvo. Yep, and it does look like super ships. We haven't lost any ships in the south, which is good. Well, I mean, it is a Viasma. It is pretty low HP anyway. If that dispersion looks good, it should connect. It is turning. Oh, still 10k. That's still pretty good. I mean, I'm not one to say like 10k. I mean, obviously you want to hit for 20k, 15k, but honestly, if you're striking 10k constantly, that's going to constantly add up. Might have aimed a little bit over, but that was a 15k salvo. That's still pretty dang good. So that's almost 26k right there. Looks if he popped the speed boost, he could probably get a shot on the Des Moines. And as far as Georgia goes, with the speed boost, I would definitely recommend, since it is a French speed boost, put the engine boost module on there, because since it's a French speed boost, that's a big... French speed boosts are significant, so you always want to run the engine boost modification. This is probably the one American battleship that does need it. Like, there's no question about it. Nice 10K salvo right there on the DD. That's really nice. Looks like that is a permanent fire. That should be a dead Wooster due to Ibuki torps. Yep, Ibuki kills the Wooster. Looks like North Korea has one gun knocked out, and it looks like its guns are pointed at Texan. Still a 16K hit. That's still pretty good. No Citadels, though. You'll be able to get another salvo on it. Those should be literally right on top of them. Only 12K.
Torpedoes astern!
Yep, dropping behind you. He should get the minefield clearance on that. Yep. He got the minefield clearance. I figured he would. You know, it took me about 3 patches, but I've started to finally understand how to get these minefields knocked out in 2 strikes.
Ready for orders.
I would still say, though, that, well, the teams still are questionable, and I really don't understand. That looks like a pretty good salvo. Oh, that is unfortunate. Cecilia comes in with its massive blapping power. But he isn't wrong. Georgia's still a pretty good ship. You do see, though, that as far as his superstructure, it's been saturated. That is one of the downsides of the Georgia, is that it has a pretty good sized superstructure. So HE spammers love this thing. It can be... It's a good ship, but it does have its weaknesses in rank also. That superstructure. Because you look at the middle of his ship, and you can see the thing's just been saturated. And the thing is, that whole saturation area is where your secondary power is. And believe me, if you lose maybe 1 turret, you're going to feel it in this thing. So, it's a ship that doesn't do good when its secondaries get knocked out. And that was only like 1 pin, but that was still 6,000.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Now remember, Texan has not used his speed boost yet.
I am in your debt. Thank you.
Now that's why I always say run the speed boost module and spam this speed boost when you have the chance, especially what Texan's been doing. You could position around the map significantly faster.
I am in your debt. Thank you.
Who is Aegir Alpha? That would be the Hotaka, and he is right. That was a very smooth, clean, good job. It looks like the Hotaka, is he going to go for broke? Is he going for broke is the question. Now remember,
whatever is necessary, I'm on the task.
it looks like he isn't going to go for broke.
Not bad, son. Not bad, son.
If it was me, I would go for broke on the CV, but honestly, you know, it's what's down there that would be the problem for Slayer. It's not so much the cruisers that would spawn. The cruisers he can absolutely deal with, because with the 457s, he overmatches both the Cleveland and the Buffalo, and neither of those ships have armor. So if he literally shoots at the bow, he'll go right through it. And it looks like they will be right on top of Slayer also.
Warship commanders.
And while, you know, as we do know, I'm a very aggressive ops player. And while Slayer isn't the most aggressive ops player, he still consistently tops the damage boards.
Provide gunfire support for attack aircraft.
I have to agree with you. Accepted. The spotter is already
Pops the spotter. He will be able to get a shot on that CV. He aimed in the right spot. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, it would have been a good idea for him not to go down there, too, because there's a main there. His aim was right on target, where it should have been. Ooh, that was a good hit. That was about, what, was that 10K right there, it looked like? Feels like it should have been more, though. And it is moving. I think that salvo might be good. Someone got a hit on it. That's going to be a tough one. Maybe let's see what we get. Oh, just ricochets. I was hoping he'd get a hit, but I was kind of unsure on that one. And see, right there, that's a pretty good sized speed boost. That's 2.5 minutes. That's a pretty good amount of time right there. You add the French speed boost module on top of that, and I don't know if he has it actually on here. He did not say in his email. Let me check his email actually, because I do have my phone next to me when I'm always doing this, so I can actually read his emails. He always puts a lot of good stuff in his emails for me. It does not look, he has not said if he has this French speed boost on there. So let's assume he doesn't have it on there, and we activate and we put the module on there. That's going to be even a longer engine boost. Now we're going to have to reload on these consumables. It's still about 1.5 minutes. Callie. Sorry, the cat was crying. She was looking like she was wanting something.
Enemy cruiser has been neutralized. What are you waiting for? Concentrate fire on that target.
Oh yes, the vaunted main in the middle wave, with a main on both sides. And Georgia does not have the armor to tank that thing. It has pretty decent armor, but against the main, yeah, even though they still are only 4 or 6s, and yes, mains aren't that scary. I'm just saying, you have a 16-gun ship looking at you. That is a pretty good fear factor. The good news is that one's not looking at him. Odds are the other one is looking at him, since he is the closest. Back shells. He misses that back salvo, but it looks like the shells from the cruisers are starting to wear on him.
Engine boost is disabled. Slowing down.
I hope Cecilia has his exhaust smoke, because if he's trying to wait for the other main to come out, he's in a really good position. Now, Cecilia can blap those things. Well, I should say it should be able to blap it, but not one that has 300k health. Normal one, yes. He does have the thing on there, so let's see. The bad news is those motorboats are going to get closer to him, so he is going to take torpedoes. Now we see he does get a Citadel right there. Still, you're not looking too good.
Enemy destroyer has been sighted. I'm sure you know what to do with it. Enemy aircraft carrier sighted.
Now, you did see right there, it was very small but minuscule. You did see how Slayer aimed his shot up. You did see how he kind of aimed and then kind of judged and then moved ahead.
Cruiser destroyed.
That was a very small and minute detail. It's super small. Super small, like extremely small. We do see Cecilia nukes the Annapolis. Very good job for him.
Son, it's time
But
to get
again,
rather serious. 5 minutes to
yeah, that was a very minute detail. That means he looked at it, he judged by the speed of the ship, and then aimed accordingly. And for his first match, that's pretty good. That's really good. And that is such a small and minute detail that is truly significant. It might seem insignificant to most players, but ooh, nice 31K hit, 2 shells. Now, I feel like the Fletcher waited a little too long, honestly, on those torps. Like, he should have been able to get that kill. Like, he waited a little too long, folks. I mean, he drove right past it. Like, what happened? Like, I mean, let's be honest, what happened to him? I mean, that should have been a dead main right there.
This key is finished. Our airbase is no longer in danger.
You deserve my gratitude.
For his first battle and a nice 416K, that's a pretty good game. Now, unfortunately, the CV looks like it is going to get away, unfortunately.
Enemy tin can has been neutralized. Enemy destroyer has been sighted. I'm sure.
I do love seeing this new health bar come up, though. It just kind of lets you know how much freaking HP is on all those ships. And then you compare them to your own team, and you're like, well, how are we even winning this? That could be bad, though. Oh, not bad, but could have been worse.
Son, enemy tin can has been detected.
Now, where he's in a very haphazard position. Now remember, he did not have his manuals selected, so that is unfortunate. So let's look at that real quick. He still is getting the 50% to dispersion on the go. Now, in all honesty, he could honestly have just stopped and turned in. Not much. They would have been focusing on Hotaka and everything else since they are closer, so he would have been safe. Nice 20K on the Jacksonville right there. Can he crack? He should be able to crack 500K. He's going to have a very super small window, though. He's aiming at the main. Can he get the shells, though, on it? Can those connect and get him his 500K? They do. He does get his 500K. So in his first match, he ends up with a 502,000 game, almost 1,000,000 credits, and a nice 4,000 free XP right there. So a very good game. Top of the team with 2670. Cecilia second with, 15 kills. Did not expect that. I imagine a huge part of those were motorboats. But still. And let's look at what did most of the damage. Again, mostly high explosive shells. Mostly high explosive, besides the few main shells that came in. As you can see, HE is the thing's worst enemy. But again, HE is every battleship's worst enemy. Still, he still made a nice 800,000 credit profit. With the green booster, he made still 4,000. Since it doesn't look like it's a 21-point commander, he does get a nice 20,000 in commander XP. Again, if you have a 21-point captain on Georgia, then the ship really starts to shine. Certain ships really do need a certain skilled captain. Like, I remember, I believe it was Toxic Symphony that was telling me in Discord that I think you need a 18-point captain, at least 16 to 18-point captain to really make Ragnar work. And that would make sense because my captain on my Ragnar is only 13 points. So some ships really do need a higher point captain. Unfortunately, we don't know how many points his captain has. But a very good first game for Slayer in the Georgia. And congrats on getting the ship, by the way.